We found one, we found one.
What is it?
What is it? What is it?
Yeah, what is it?
I don't know. They wouldn't let me near. I break stuff.
It's only the most exciting thing ever discovered in ancient Egypt.
We were digging in the Valley of Kings, searching for the canopic jars holding King Tutankhamun's organs.
You know King Tut's guts.
And you won't believe what we stumbled upon.
Look, there it is now.
I bet it's a pyramid.
It's...
There it was.
There it was inside a long forgotten tomb.
Cyrus?
Sorry.
This is our first performance, in case you hadn't noticed.
We found a mummy, oh what a mummy, out in the desert sand. We found a mummy, a little dummy, where can we wash our hands? It's Egyptian royalty, from in the 15th century. So many folks have searched, we found it first. We found a mummy, oh what a mummy, I hope it isn't cursed. We found a mummy, oh what a mummy, I think I have it here. They found a mummy, and we're no dummy, we're getting out of here. 3,000 years and more elapsed. This sucker was kept under wraps. Did you see that? I think it winked at me. They found a mummy, oh what a mummy, and now it's history. They found a mummy, oh what a mummy, and now it's history.
Professor Farouk, have you had a chance to examine the mummy?
Mr.
Appleby, sir, I'm a new intern at the museum.
Well, Mr. Appleby, I was just doing some research, and the specimen is puzzling.
Indeed, definitely 18th dynasty, a royal burial, and a woman.
Very good, Appleby. I've been doing some research.
Did you see the fruit?
Did you see the fruit marked with the pharaoh seal?
That was from the tomb? I thought it was lunch.
You ate the fruit?
That was amazing.
That was a priceless historical artifact.
It tasted terrible.
It was 3,500 years old.
I once had a Twinkie from a store nearly that old, and it tasted fine. So, have you identified the mummy yet?
Hapshepsut.
Really? You think so? That would be amazing.
I didn't say anything.
Stop fooling around.
No, really, I didn't say anything.
That's funny because I could have sworn I've heard you say,
Hapshepsut. Hapshepsut.
"Break me away, Professor! It's alive!" I'm sorry I ate your fruit. It was an accident. I'll buy us some new fruit. How about cherry Slurpee? Oh, please don't eat me.
I'm just messing with you. You should have seen the look on your face.
It is Hapshepsut. I recognize you from the carvings on your temple.
That's me, the most successful female pharaoh in Egyptian history.
But, how are you alive?
The question is not how am I here, but why. Once I found myself out of the tomb, I realized I had the chance to set the record straight.
You mean how you squeezed your stepson out of kingship?
I did not. My father, Tammuz I, was a great pharaoh. My husband, Tammuz II, was a great pharaoh. When he died, he named my stepson to most of the third to be a great pharaoh.
But he was a young boy, and you were supposed to look after him.
And that's what I did. I just kind of took over the role of king, you know, until he could grow up.
For 22 years?
He was a late bloomer. And yeah, I wanted to be a great pharaoh too.
What did the Egyptians think of a woman becoming king?
Ha, you should have seen them. At least the first. They were not happy. Here, let me show you.
Can you believe it? You know what happened last time we had a female king? Disaster, that's what. When was that anyway? 300 years ago. Feels like yesterday.
I mean, it's bad enough when a woman acts as a regent for a boy king, but actually taking over the power.
I bet we don't survive 10 years.
I bet the pyramids don't survive 10 years. There's things on which you must rely. The sun will rise up in the sky. The king has got to be a guy. By definition, this morning when we got the news, a woman stands in Pharaoh's shoes. Talk about your marvelous. There goes tradition. Hapshepsut, Queen of denial, denying all reality. Hapshepsut, Queen of denial, look close, she's not a king. Your stepson's just too young, you see. She took the throne and asked that we address her as His Majesty. It's so ironic. Hapshepsut, Queen of denial, denying all reality. Hapshepsut, Queen of denial, look close, she's not a king. The final step is as I feared. It's getting just a little weird. She's strapping on the royal beard.
I failed for honors.
Hapshepsut, Queen of denial, denying all reality. Hapshepsut, Queen of denial, look close, she's not a king.
Don't tell Professor Farouk, but Hatshepsut is teaching me how to walk like an Egyptian. Hey, will you look at these statues of Egyptian gods? I wonder if they sell bubblehead versions for my car.
It's so exciting! Hatshepsut is in this very museum.
I know, she's always treated us well.
Of course, we were Egyptian guides.
But she had dozens to choose from, and we were her favorites.
I miss being adored. I get so tired of these tourists dissing us.
Shush, here they come.
Back to your places.
Well, would you look at these, Frida? Statues of gen-mod Egyptian gods.
Oh, Fred, take my picture with this one.
Who's that, and why does she look like a cow?
This is your father, a cow from goddess and find love.
What's not to love? Just think of all them burgers.
And this is Paquette, a lioness for a deity. A lioness, Fred, and such nice fingernails.
A lioness, you say? I was almost eaten alive by a kitten once. It lived under my cousin Buster's house and grabbed my sock as I was walking by. Almost dragged me to my dick.
Come on, Fred, you have to get your proof of the pyramids.
Yeah, all the way up that Nile. You got the drama mind?
I can't take it anymore. It's not up the Nile from here, it's down the Nile.
Look, Fred, this one's talking to you.
Yeah, it must be one of them animatronical devices.
I am Mahmud, the creator god. Here in Thebes, there is a 250-acre temple dedicated to me.
isn't he the cutest?
If you learn nothing else about Egypt, you must know this. The Nile flows north from here in Thebes, and then flows to the Delta, and then the Mediterranean Sea.
North, are you sure? Trust us.
One thing that you ought to know, Upper Egypt, down below, I can tell that I won't be alone. Here's another thing you'll know, Lower Egypt, up above, that's the way the Nile lives inside. North, north, the Nile goes north, right into the sea. North, north, the Nile goes north. The Nile goes north, the Nile goes north. Then took a famous trip, floating down the Mississippi. He was hanging down on the sand. Here in Egypt, on a boat, just one way you're gonna float. That's just for the top part of your back. North, north, the Nile goes north, right into the sea. North, north, the Nile goes north. The Nile goes north, the Nile goes north, the Nile goes north, the Nile goes north.
Don't be ridiculous, Appleby.
No, Professor, really, I'm not kidding. That statue of Hathor just slapped me on the tush.
She was always a playful goddess, and I really needed the laughs.
Are you kidding? You were God. I mean, you were Pharaoh. You were like a god. Could do anything you wanted. You could get front row tickets to the Yankees. Woo!
Well, the pharaoh did have many duties. The people looked up to her for everything and success.
Just ask his farmer couple and his wife.
Excuse me, but I was wondering what you're hoping to get from the new Pharaoh.
Well, the sun coming up each morning would be a good start.
Sure, who doesn't like a beautiful sunrise?
No, I mean the actual sun coming up each morning.
And going down in the evening, and we could just use some more universal justice. You expect the Pharaoh to do that? Who else?
But we're especially worried about the flooding of the Nile. Not much land to grow things here and on the desert. We need the Nile to flood over its banks each year. It spreads a nice layer of silt so we can plant. But if the Nile floods too much, it wipes out our houses and villages.
That's the Pharaoh's job, too.
Of course. The king has friends in high places, if you know what I mean. I just hope this new one can get the job done right. Just last year the flood waters came over my head. There were fish in the big trees and rocks in our bed. And our children got moldy, covered with crud. Bring us a nice little flood. Bring us a nice little
triumph, though, was probably the trading expedition I sent to the land of Puns.
Okay, men, we're finally here. Let's get ready to do some trading on behalf of King Hapshepsut.
We were on that ship for days. Where are we again?
I've told you 100 times.
Just say it once more, please.
Please. We have come to the land of Puns. There is nothing funny about that name. Pun is a great land in eastern Africa.
And look, right over there is the path to the kingdom of Kick.
So then he means...
That's right, we're on an expedition too.
Punt, pass, and kick!
It's time to shake up! Hapshepsut has sent us on this great expedition to swap worthless trinkets in return for valuable commodities.
Yeah, that's so exciting. Just look at all those suckers. Trading partners.
Fan out and start trading. Hapshepsut will be famous for this trip. If you're lucky, you'll be carved in one for a temple wall someday. I love being an imperialist. Check over there, what do you see? And on the way, now living does bring it up front. We gone shopping, ha, ha. We gone shopping, ha, ha. We gone shopping in the land of Puns. Check over there, what do you see? Lots of bullets and everything. Hop down the hill, let's take a run. We gone shopping, ha, ha. We gone shopping, ha, ha. We gone shopping in the land of Puns. Give them beads and bracelets. Give them one nice meal. Give them shiny trinkets. And we have got a deal. Check over there, what do you see?
That's Dan. He's very good at like expressions and all that.
No need to hide. We gone shopping, ha, ha. We gone shopping, ha, ha. We gone shopping in the land of Puns.
Did you see the things Hapshepsut brought back from Punt?
I'm impressed. All that gold and those beautiful elephant tusks.
And the monkeys?
She brought back monkeys?
Baboons, I think.
Doesn't your friend Westy have a monkey?
No, that's his nephew. Everybody makes that mistake.
I always wonder what the nobles in my royal court really thought about me. They had to suck up when I was around, but the palace was full of political intrigue. There was only one man I really trusted, Cinema.
Hapshepsut, my king, my queen, my pharaoh.
Cinema, you don't have to do that every time we meet. Why the hurry?
I come with news. I brought the Oblis, big ones, giant ones, 100 feet tall and 350 tons each, for the temple in Karnak.
You never fail me, Cinema.
Also, I brought you this picture of a sphinx. I drew my face on it. Farewell, your majesty.
I think he has a crush on me.
You know, it hurts to admit it, but I think we were wrong about Hapshepsut.
Oh, good. Let's listen in.
Yeah, the army has been victorious and the Nile has been flooded perfectly.
And she brought us monkeys.
It seems she has truly established Mott.
Mott is balance, order, and justice. Mott is very important to us Egyptians. It means the universe is in harmony. And who is responsible for securing Mott? Same one.
Maybe.
Maybe Hapshepsut isn't so bad after all.
Oh, it has been surprising.
about.
Yeah, like how many goose feathers it takes to stuff one of their pillows. You know, I wouldn't sympathize with them for a second, not even with the pharaoh. No? Well, maybe for a second. 2-3 seconds tops. But wouldn't you like if I smelled of exotic perfumes? Now that you mentioned it, you do smell a lot like fish these days. Oh, that's a new fragrance I've been trying out. Eau de tilapia, fresh from the Nile. Well, I like it. See, we don't need any of that rich stuff. No, we don't. No, we don't.
I heard you want to get the Pharaoh a new present.
Just a little something to show her how much I appreciate the great job she's doing.
Why don't you just come out and tell her how you feel?
What?
Look, you're an important man, Cinnamite, overseer of the estate of the moon,
Overseer of all royal works.
Tutor to the heiress.
and the royal catwalker.
I am not the royal catwalker. Look, I've come to you because you are Hapshepsut's most trusted servants. What would really impress her?
How about a solid gold frisbee?
I already gave her one of those for her birthday. It flew about 3 feet.
What about a rod that turned into a serpent when you throw it down on the ground?
Everybody in Egypt seems to have one of those.
I've got it. What's the most important thing to every Egyptian king?
Beer?
Besides beer.
More beer?
No, a splendid tomb.
Absolutely. You should build her a big tomb and a magnificent mortuary temple where she can be worshipped after she dies.
I'm not really sure that's saying the right message.
It's perfect. There's plenty of room on the other side of the Nile up against the cliffs.
She'll love it.
In the
largest tourist sites in the world.
Oh, that cinema, such a romantic. He had over 60 representations of himself, so that I would be reminded of him after I died.
Too bad he wasn't around to stop all that damage
To your reputation.
to your reputation.
Appleby, I don't think we need to go into that.
What do you mean, damage?
Nothing really, just some minor mishaps.
Are you kidding? After she died, they pulled down her statue, destroyed her obelisks, and erased her name.
Is this true?
I'm afraid so. I didn't want to alarm you.
Who would do such a thing?
Well, one theory is your stepson, Tutmosis III. After you died, he became pharaoh and wanted to make it look like he'd been pharaoh the whole time you were.
I always treated him well. He would never do such a thing.
Oh, yes, I would, and I did.
To Moses, how could you?
How could I? With a hammer and chisel, that's how. I did not want people thinking I was under the thumb of a woman all that time. Every time I toppled one of her statues, it was like a blow for freedom. When I became a pharaoh, her face was everywhere. All of its towns and bases, and on the silverware. And we're still growing statues around. It almost drove me crazy till I ran out and found hammer and chisel, chisel and hammer. Take a whack, just one good hack, it's the perfect therapy. Hammer and chisel, chisel and hammer. It's exciting, I'm rewriting history. They'll wipe out her cartouches, subject to man. Erase her from the records, and I'll get the blame. They'll think that I've been pharaoh, just put aside. Life is so much better since I went out and bought hammer and chisel, chisel and hammer. Take a whack, just one good hack, it's the perfect therapy. Hammer and chisel, chisel and hammer. It's exciting, I'm rewriting history.
But don't worry, Tutmosis' efforts didn't work.
Good. I'm glad the story of my kingship has been told.
You Egyptologists.
No, we Egyptologists figured out that you've been pharaoh the whole time.
Good. I'm glad the story of my kingship has been told. It has been an exhausting day. I need another 3,000-year nap.
Would you like me to bring you to your sarcophagus?
That would be lovely, Professor.
Anything I can get you?
Maybe one of those cherry Slurpees. I need to hydrate.